Hey guys, it's me again, back with a new vlog of a normal day in med school. So, today you'll be seeing the end of ENT slash the start of Onco module. So, this is just me waking up, and today we have our last exam for ENT, and in the afternoon, an orientation for oncology module, both of which were very fun. Onco was a little challenging though. And here's me washing my face. This is usually the first thing I do in the morning, wash my face and brush my teeth. And put on some sunscreen. Yeah. So basically this day was like the calm before the storm of Onco. And Onco was very fun and equally depressing as it was inspiring. And here I'm just doing a little review before my exam. So obviously I can show you what's happening here in my OneNotes app, but I'm reviewing, doing a quick read through before my exams. That sometimes it helps, sometimes it just gets me confused. And here I'm fixing up my bed because since we're using Respondus now, we have to show our surroundings, and sometimes I like to show that I am organized, but sometimes I just don't care and I leave my bed undone. I don't even think our profs watch that. I don't know. So yeah, here's me reviewing. And this is kind of like an off day, so I got to do some cooking and some chores and other stuff. So I think you're gonna see me do some laundry later in a bit. And there are good days where you can just do other things like exercise and cook. But there are also just days where you're just staring at your laptop for like 12 hours straight. Your only breaks are just going to the bathroom and eating. And that sounds so sad, but that's how it's been for like a year. It's pretty sad. And hopefully we'll get to do face to face, but I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to do that. So here's me reviewing. This is literally the day. Me just sitting there. Oh, and here's me removing all the shit on my desk because we also have to show that before the exam. So I'd rather just clear it off instead of explain every single thing on my desk. So yeah, that's what my desk looks like. I have a ring light so that Doc can see me. And here is Respondus. Gonna open it. Actually, I stopped opening it like minutes before the exam because I would just get errors every time. So I just normally just sit there and wait till it's like 8:30. Oh, fuck, so bright. Yeah. Sit there till 8:30 or 2 or whatever, whenever the exam starts, and take the exam. This is me fake taking the exam, by the way. I'm not actually taking the exam. But this is what I would look like. This is what Doc would see. Usually me saying fuck so many times, trying to remember what I memorized, talking to myself, crying. I don't cry. I just laugh at the exam. We just finished immuno actually this week, and the first question I took like 5 minutes answering. It was the first question, and it was so bad. And I bet Doc Shell, I don't know if she watches it, but if Doc Shell saw that, I bet she'd be laughing. But as I said, this is basically the whole day, just me sitting at my desk, looking at trances, looking at flashcards, making flashcards, checking trances, whatever is on the plate for the day. Or, take an exam on Respondus, which is not the best, so really slow. There's a lot of errors. I usually have to text Mambel every end of the exam to ask if she received my exam. And I have had several updates on my laptop that just fucked up my laptop. Every time I restart my laptop, something new happens. Apparently I have had malware for a while. But anyway, that's just a tangent around on Respondus. I understand why we have to do it, but it's fucking up my laptop. So yeah, if you didn't know, I'm a third-year medical student in Asmph, otherwise known as a YL7 student. And this is our last year in the classroom, quote unquote. I mean, everybody is basically in front of their laptops right now, even the clerks and interns, but I mean, ideally, next year we'd be going to clerkship, going on rotations, and meeting patients, but that's all up in the air now. Oh, so here's me pretending I'm done with my exam and changing my clothes back to normal. So after my exams, usually I just play with Jake, get him to eat. He doesn't really like eating in the morning, so you have to help him because he's such a baby like this. Feed him the kibble one by one, like a little shit. But back on being YL7, so it has been challenging, especially since it's online. Supposedly, we'd have at least a little bit of clinical experience by now, at least have, the history and physical exam down, at the very least. But yeah, since it's been online, we've had no experience in that. And every time we have like something similar, I just realize I am so not ready. I don't know anything about talking to patients. But yeah, that's basically one of the challenges so far. And just every module is different. Every module coordinator is expecting something different from you, and it can be hard when it's a difficult module and there's a lot of requirements, but we get through it. You sit on your desk for like 16 hours per day, finish all the stuff. So now here's how I study. Basically, this is Brainscape, which is the lazy person's Anki. So usually on the left side I'd have my flashcards, on the right side I have the trans. So these are the types of questions I make for myself. For example, true or false. It's just a basic recall question, or what's the most common that usually comes up all the time, especially for YL6, YL7. What else? The 3 types of blank. So there's usually types of the disease. So what are the subtypes? What are the types? And here, fill in the blanks. There are some questions that are better fill in the blanks. Usually they come up like that. But yeah, I think that's all of the questions. Yeah, most common. What's the pathology? What's the treatment? What's the clinical manifestation? More fill in the blanks. Basically in YL7, those are the questions. I mean, they don't ask it like that, but there will be a case, and then you will have to answer the fundamental question of those, which are those questions. But yeah, it's a lot of steps. So here is how I make my adobo. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably see I make like 1 kilo of food every week and just heat it up. So I put like 1 cup per 1 person and heat it up in my glass container from Daniel. And that's it with rice, and that's it. That's your lunch. And here's me making coffee. These are our mugs. That's my mug on the left, and Shrek mug for ours on the right. That's my coffee. But I think today I just ate some tarts because my mom gave us a bunch of tarts, and then I washed the dishes. So those are my chores. I cook and wash the dishes, and then ours is in charge of walking Jake and cleaning the floor. But yeah, back to the Anki cards. Well, they're not Anki, Brainscape cards. So basically, there's gonna be like a case, but there's an underlying question, which are the questions I make for myself, and that's how I review now. And it's been pretty, it gives good results, but it is so much work, you guys. Like, I read the trans like 3 times. If I don't have time, I just read it twice. And it is a lot of work to do that. But it's better than reading the trans twice and not really getting everything. But at least now, I can review every single thing, every single list. I call it a list of things. Oh my god, more sirens. There's sirens all the time. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's sirens. But yeah, that's basically what I do. Look at flashcards, look at transes, look at video, lectures, do some chores, watch some Netflix sometimes. And I've recorded this like so many times. I mean, like, I've recorded several days and weeks, and they're always so boring. I just study and sit on my desk and do chores. But this is it. This is like what a normal day in med school looks like. Sometimes you do SGDs, sometimes you have team-based learning, where it's like you take an individual quiz and then you take a group quiz, which is the same quiz, but you'll have to talk among your like group. so that you can decide on what the correct answer is. If you had someone who got perfect, then that would be great. But yeah, that's basically the most exciting things that happen. So here now we have a blurred out left side of the screen because that is actually canvas, and on a little box there is our orientation. So there's a orientation happening, and then all the pages for the module are already up, so you can get to check the schedule, check like how many lectures there are. And usually what I'll do is I'll check the schedule, input all of the lectures into my Notion checklist, and just write it all down. I'll indicate if it's synchronous, asynchronous. Usually I have the date where you're supposed to do that lecture, because they'll have a suggested date of when to watch the lecture. But yeah, sometimes I'll make it earlier or later depending on how far ahead or how behind I am on the lectures. So that's my checklist for lectures. And here is my checklist for requirements. So I'll have requirements. I'll write to do or not yet done. Yeah, to do or done. So for oncology, we had a long exam, SGD, and a bunch of quizzes. And oncology is actually the one module where there's so many lectures. Like, it's listed as only one lecture, but it's actually like 3. So I had to revise this list every time. Well, not this list, the lecture list. So we ended up having like 30 lectures in a span of like a week. So yeah, nah, it wasn't good. It wasn't a thumbs up. Here's Jake sleeping. Hey, wake up, wake up. And he's like, oh, get away from me, please. Don't touch me. Go away. Go away. Woman, go away. You're so annoying. I'm trying to sleep. Okay, I'll leave him alone. So here is me doing the laundry. I'm doing the laundry, whatever. And here are my plants. So that first one's Phil, because he's a philodendron Birkin I got from Christmas. And these two are golden pothos. They are called the twins because they are two golden pothos that I bought as a buy one take one on this Instagram store. And yeah, they're so variegated that I really love it. They're so pretty. Yeah, so here's me doing chores. Basically, the only other things I do chores. So this is one of them, which is folding clothes. And I like to fold the clothes because I like them folded a certain way so they're like easy to stack in the cabinet. But yeah, aside from cooking, cleaning the dishes, I do the laundry. And back to my laptop. So this afternoon I actually was not studying for oncology. I was studying for pain. Yes, I was studying pain. We have a module called pain. It's specifically for like knowing how to deal with patients' pain, because they are it's the 5th vital sign. So it's like really important for you to make sure that your patient is not in pain and your patient understands like that we can treat that. And then there's nothing wrong with like taking pain medications, because that's one of the big things we had to learn. Like, don't be afraid to give pain medications. But anyway, that's one of the things we do. Pain module, which usually has like a few lectures and then a quiz at the end. And that's what I'm doing, just watching the lectures, trying to soak it all in like a sponge, and sometimes just not really soaking it in, but taking the quiz anyway so that it's over, which is one of the like big themes of online med school, which is just like you just kind of want it to be over, so you'll do all the requirements up ahead. And there are more sirens again. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, this is, like I said, like I've recorded this vlog so many times, and it's just me sitting at my desk being bored. There, see, I finished my pain module, which is inside the Onco module, but also has its own, it has its own. Look at the left side, there's a pain checklist too. But yeah, here's me taking a nap. Second nap. This is my pre-workout nap. The coffee is like making me go like blah. So I have to rest before I work out and expend all that energy. So this was my workout before. I do like push-ups and then I'll do some weights, but that weight that I'm holding, that dumbbell I'm holding, is too light for me. So I have bought now new weights so I can, build up the muscle and have an effective workout. I didn't show you my whole workout, that's like too weird. But here I am making pasta salad, which is one of our favorite meals. It's basically onion, a bunch of garlic, some vegetables so that it feels healthy, pasta, canned tuna, and mayo. So much mayo. It almost counters or negates the effect of the tiny pieces of vegetable in there. But yeah, this is me cutting up the onion. Obviously, you want to make sure that all of your ingredients are the same size so that they all cook evenly, which is something I learned through watching videos on the internet. Like, nobody taught me that except YouTube. But yeah, here you have to make sure they're all the same size. And then after I spent forever chopping up all this garlic, I chopped that fucker up. You put it in the oven. If you don't have an oven, a toaster oven, you can just do it on like a pan. You heat it up or roast it with some olive oil, some salt and pepper, and then it's just like a fake vegetable in your mayonnaise delight. So yeah, how am I still chopping the garlic? Okay, there you go. I use half a pack of that mixed vegetable every time. So here's olive oil, and I add salt and pepper, and what else am I adding? I think I add lemon pepper. That is chili flakes and lemon pepper. Yeah, and now I'm mixing it up and put it in the oven for as long as I have to. That's the first thing I do so that the onions get well cooked, because I don't really like the taste of raw onion. So here I'm measuring out the pasta and boil it up with some eggs, 3 eggs, 2 if they're really big eggs. So here's the pasta, the egg, mayonnaise underneath, and there's tuna underneath, and then the veggies, and mix that all up, and that it looks like that. Yeah, nice, yummy. So here I am taking care of my hair, which I have started doing since last year when I had silver hair like a year and a half ago, which dried out my hair so bad. But now I'm really glad my hair is all healthy and a little curly, wavy, whatever. And I try to not wash it as much, but I don't really care. Whatever. Quote unquote hair care. But now I'm done with all my chores: eating, cooking, cleaning the dishes, took a shower, fix up my hair. It is back to more looking at lectures. This is so exciting, you guys. Just me staring at the laptop. You can't even look at it because it's not my property. I can't even show you what I'm seeing. So yeah, it's just me staring at the laptop either from 8 until 10 or until 12, sometimes until 3 a.m. If I'm lucky, I can stay awake till 4, but usually I'll just fall asleep on the couch trying to stare at all the flashcards I make. Sometimes I have to finish like 200 flashcards in one night, but yeah, this is basically it until I pass out from studying. So make sure to like and subscribe, turn on the bell, do all the stuff. Follow me on Instagram at itsnotcabanels or at sassycabss. And yeah, that's the end of the video. See you guys next time.